Hi everybody, Joe Conkley in the shop. Today we're going to get going on this 3700018 that we looked at a few episodes ago. For starters, needs a new bridge. I'm going to put one of these beautiful TJ Thompson's 30 style replica bridges on and remove this just not quite right, structurally sound but just not quite right replica bridge there. All right, to remove the bridge, the first thing I need to do is to apply some heat. I'm going to use my heat lamp here. I've got the top of the guitar protected with this cardboard caul covered in foil. Pretty trusty tool that I use a lot, as you can see. But we'll apply some heat there. I've also got my spatulas, which are going to allow me to get under the bridge and right into that glue line here. Already heated up in my little water bath that I use for hide glue. It's also handy for heating removal knives. And setting the old heat lamp, actually it's resting on the saddle. It's already, that's the first thing I'm going to remove, the glued in long style vintage saddle, which is correct for this instrument. Can apply heat for a few minutes here and remove the saddle first. Yeah, several minutes of heat. What I do is apply the heat several minutes at a time, as many times as I need to loosen that glue joint. And every once in a while I will touch it here to feel it's pretty warm. It's pretty good so far. I think that's long enough to try and remove the saddle. I'm going to grab my handy dandy flush cut nippers here and see if I can pull on this a little bit. Teeny little bit, just starting to move. I am going to take this brush here, put some warm water on this edge here where I started to get a teeny little lift to that saddle, and try to get that water to penetrate in there and help me soften that glue and get this going. I'm also going to take a chisel here, which has been ground down to be small enough, just a little smaller than your standard saddle slot, and pry under here. There we go. Got that edge up. That water's getting in there. Let's take the heat lamp and heat that situation up a little bit here. I also want to take the foil caul off every once in a while and make sure it's doing its job of protecting the finish. There we go. Old saddle out. Looks like it was, looks like aliphatic resin, Titebond style glue was used there. And so I'm going to guess that that is the same kind of glue that was used to glue the bridge down. So I need to apply a little more heat to make sure that that glue line releases. All right. So I got my spatula, which has been sanded and thinned and polished, so I can slide it right into that corner there. It's starting to release. All right, so that's going pretty well to start there. I'm going to get a little bit of that warm water here and let it seep under that bridge and into that glue line as I work my way across here. Clean up a little bit of that excess water. Put that back on and continue to heat it. What I'm trying to do here is, when I put that spatula in there, to feel that glue line, to feel the glue release. The spatula is fairly sharp, so I can, if I'm not careful, dig into the soft spruce. So I am going in this direction, 90 degrees to the grain of the spruce, so that I'm less likely to dig into that grain, or if there's any oddities to the grain that would allow me to get that spatula right into the spruce, and it would slide along very easily sometimes, as if you were in the glue line. So I have it started here. Looks pretty good so far. I have a slightly larger spatula here that will allow me to get further underneath there. Meeting resistance right there. I'll get both spatulas going here. I need to release this front edge a little. You can see that it's grabbing there, and I don't want it to start pulling any wood or finish inadvertently. All right. Just keep on with the process. Keeping the knives in here to keep them warm. Put some more water in here and tilt this so that when that water seeps in, it follows the work I've done so far and penetrates further into the glue line, which is not released yet. Keep heating. This one is being pretty stubborn. Usually once you get that first, get that wing removed and get into this first string hole or so, and that tension that I was building there tends to help it release the rest of the way. But it is not releasing very well, so I just have to be patient. Patience. With any luck, this will be the last time I have to apply the heat lamp. Really only have this last bit here, the wing, and on into the high E string hole or so to release. A lot of the blackish color that I'm getting out of that warm water that I'm introducing in the glue is from the stain that was used to make sure that this ebony bridge was in uniform uniform in color, because a lot of times it comes in with, you get striped ebony or ebony that is not completely black, and of course you can use various stains to make that look a little more uniform. And that appears to be what was done with this bridge here. It's getting hot quick because it's still retaining a lot of that previous heat. There we go. But even down to the very last here, it is being a little bit stubborn. There we go. A lot of stain on that spruce, so I'm going to have to slowly clean that up. But there we go. The bridge is off. Step number one. That's what we've got for you today in the shop. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.